Hey, my queens and kings of destiny. I'm back with another word. How you guys doing? How you doing? Um, so this one is very simple. It's one word. The word is one word. And for the last week and a half, the Holy Spirit has been whispering, but I don't even want to say whispering because sometimes he can get a little loud and take over my thoughts. So he has been saying testify. And I kind of seen like a little vision of a, like a judge or a courtroom, but not, I would, and it kind of was like, okay, testify. So I was like, what is it? What do you mean, like, Lord, testify? Like, in the courtroom, And so I was like, okay, Lord, and I sat with it for a while, and from what the Holy Spirit revealed to me is that He wants you to testify and that he wants you to give your testimony, and he wants to let you know that it's okay to give your testimony and don't be afraid of what people may say or think about you. um, that your testimony is your freedom. We overcome by the word of our testimony, and he wants us to testify so that you can overcome. And I guess I will testify to a little bit of my life journey and what I get, going through, and give you guys my testimony. But my personal testimony is that I've gone through a lot of hurt and pain in my life from childhood all the way into adulthood, even as of like, I'm gonna say beginning of this year, January, is when I kind of cut off all those people in my life that were, my enemies, that were really toxic, that didn't want to see me grow and elevate. And these people were, my own flesh and blood, family members. And it was really hurtful and painful time in my life, but God delivered me from that. He allowed me to heal. He showed me and revealed to me who my enemies were, and He protected me during that time. And He healed me and He nurtured me, and basically, like, I don't talk to any of my family, like my immediate family, sister, brothers, mom, anything like that. And when you do that and God has to cut you off from the people, sometimes you can feel like an orphan because you don't have anyone. But God swooped right on in, and, He just took my heart and wrapped His hands and His loving arms around my heart and was like, no, daughter, I have you. You are mine. I am your father. I am your mother. I am your sister. I am your brother. You are not alone out here. And it was just so comforting, and it was so healing. And that's a part of my little testimony, as well as I've gone through a divorce that took about maybe 10, 12 years to actually come to fruition. It was a lot of back and forth and children and stuff like that. But I finally was able to come to the divorce on the other side, where I'm not tainted by all the hurt and the pain of a divorce, and where I'm whole and happy and healthy. And as well as I've gone through addictions, alcoholism. He's healed me from all of that. He's healed me from many of things, like a complete 360 turnaround in my life. If you've known me before, you would be like, oh yeah, she's a, different person. And it's only by the grace of God. And yeah, and so this word is basically about, testify, testimony, and don't be ashamed of it. Don't be afraid to give your testimony, because your testimony helps you and it helps other people. And the enemy will try to come in and lie to us and be like, no, don't say that, or don't tell that person that, because they're going to think this of you, or they're going to think that of you, and all this different type of stuff. And that is a lie straight from the pits of hell. And because the word teaches us in the Bible that we overcome by the word of our testimony. And when you are delivered from something, it's like sometimes you're really not completely set free until you say those words out of your mouth that I've overcome alcoholism, I've overcome addictions, I've overcome divorce, I've overcome these things, abuse from parents or family members. Until you say these things, when you verbalize them, is when you really get your true freedom. And the enemy can no longer use the shame or condemnation of what your past against you, because you verbalized it and said you're free. I hope you guys understand that. I hope it resonates with you. And yeah, but I would say, take the word back to the Lord, confirm with Him that this is your word, and testify. Don't be afraid. And until next time, I love you guys. Stay prayed up, all that goodness. Be blessed.